Hey everybody, it's Live2Fly94, and I'm doing a review on the Walkera V120D01 helicopter. As many of you may know, it's the new flybarless system. They also just released the 05, which is a 3D helicopter, about the same size and dimensions, just got 3D capabilities, which is really cool. Hopefully I'll be getting one of those in a couple weeks, and I'll be doing a review on that. So today, I got the bind and fly version, as I have my Walkera 2801 Pro transmitter. The one that comes with it is the Walkera 2403, and it's got some new cool adjustments like the throttle hold and all that, so if you do full throttle you're not going to fly up towards the sky and go crazy on the throttle. It's got really easy adjustments for beginners, and that's always nice to have. So of course I got it from miracle-mart.com. I live in Canada and they send it to me in about 1 week, so of course great shipping with them as long as you get the EMS. So here's the box. It looks really nice, and it has inside of it you're going to be getting your little screwdriver as always, which is just this guy. You're getting your manual and all that fun stuff, which you usually get with Walkera products. So if you ever got a CB100 or 4G6, about the same things. Yeah, so here it is. Next, the helicopter itself. So you can see it has no flybar at all, which is really cool. They usually do have. This is the first helicopter I've actually had that has had no flybar, so I'm pretty excited to try it out as I haven't flown it yet. And the last helicopter I've flown was the CB100. And also it's got the new tail. The main motor actually drives the tail this time. So as you can see up close there, it has no motor at all, and it's completely collective pitch on the tail rotor. So if you ever flown a CB100, you'd know that their tail kind of would wag out every now and then because of the tail motor not providing equal power. And so this basically solves that problem. So Walkera really didn't mess around with this helicopter. So there it is. Now we'll look at the closer, the more intense stuff on the inside of this. So now if we take the canopy off, we'll be able to see inside of it. So, as you can see, it looks nice and clean in there. It looks, the brushless motor is insanely small. If you can see it there, it's just that. It's so small, and that's powers both the main motor and the tail rotor. And yeah, it works very well and is very powerful. So that's a nice new feature. Pretty powerful. Also, you got your ESC, electronic speed controller, on the side right there. And everything else is piled up, like the gyro right there. Now, for the tail, so you can see right here, this black box, that's your tail servo, which is going to be powering all your movement back here. Like I said, it's supposed to provide a lot more stable flight and a lot better than the CB100. And just for a size comparison here is a CB100, and here is this. So, it's quite a bit bigger than the CB100, quite a bit longer. And the wings and everything are quite a bit bigger. Compared to the 4G6 though, other than the flybar, it looks pretty much identical. Like the length, the 4G6 might still be a tiny bit bigger. Well, it is quite a bit taller, like maybe an inch, but other than that, it's pretty close to the same. Now as you can see, it has a full metal head there. And, that's always good. You don't want plastic or else that can break really easy, and, that's just more parts to fix. So really it's really nice that they have no flybar, because I always usually buy a couple spares on those. So that's great. And also the landing skids are really nice and firm. They don't seem like they break at all. They're quite hard plastic, whereas the CB100 or other helicopters usually have really unstable ones and they'll break if you land it really hard. But this one actually seems like it'd do quite a good job. So now we'll get the body back on, or the canopy. While we're doing this, the main parts I'd buy, for most helicopters, for spare parts, especially for this one, since you don't need flybar, and the landing skids are pretty good, is just maybe get one extra tail rotor and one extra set of wings, depending on how good you are. But if this isn't like your first or second helicopter, then you'd have nothing to worry about, because it's looks pretty stable, and shouldn't be too hard to fly. So there you go. The battery I'm going to be using is going to be the Extreme battery that I got from Miracle Mart. If you go into their extreme products, they have a whole bunch of aftermarket stuff for like anything from landing skids to better blades, more durable, better lift, to batteries. So this guy is pretty cheap. It's got a discharging rate of 20C, where most batteries are 15C. So that means you can get more power out of it if you're more of a professional at this hobby. And it's a 600 mAh battery. So, it's got uses the same charger as this guy. It just has better quality, and you can use it better. The battery slot is the same as basically almost any other Walkera helicopter, and it works pretty good. So go ahead and connect the battery here. There we go. So you can hear everything kicking in. There you go. The main thing, once it's all kicked in, you'll hear like 3 little beeps. So there you go. Once you have everything connected and your transmitters go, you're ready to go. So as you can see, I'm on mode 2 as a transmitter. That's what most people in North America use. Europe's the other way. So as you can hear everything move there, and then this is something cool. So if you've never used a collective pitch tail rotor, you can see like how it moves there. Where in the CB100 and stuff, it just spin the tail rotor, but this one actually moves the blades, which is something really cool and fun to use. So there it is. It's a very powerful helicopter. Has given it barely any throttle. Probably also helps that I'm using the 20C battery. And like I said, I'd recommend buying another battery if you fly a lot, or if you want to fly a lot. This way you can have this battery charging while you're using the other one, or vice versa. So we'll go ahead and get a minute of flying in. I'll do a separate flight video probably in a couple weeks after I do a few more reviews. I'm gonna start practicing on the Walkera 4G6 and hopefully get a review up on that soon too. And if you haven't noticed, I'm doing a free draw at 300 subscribers. So go ahead and subscribe if you want, and I'm giving away probably 3 helicopters and a couple gift cards, just like at I believe I did a free draw at 150 subscribers, or at 100, and you can go ahead and message those people if you want. So thank you for watching the review.